Now to another quick overview on summer crops with Josh Lofton. This week, we're talking sesame.
Today we're going to continue our series on summer crop, and we're going to take a look at one that's very unique for the state. Some folks, it might be very new crop, but it's actually not a new crop as far as a global production, and that's sesame. Similar to soybeans, it is an oilseed production system, so it's not like corn or grain sorghum and having that grain or that grass production system, but we actually want the oil, high oil crop, really high oil per seed on the sesame crop, which makes it a very unique crop for a lot of our varying cultural cuisine, and that's where we need a lot of the oil. Unlike a lot of our other crops though, is that there's a lot of challenges to production, and that's because there's a lot of things that we don't know quite yet, and two, there's a lot of things that are not quote on label for the production system. So it's a little more challenging to get that sesame crop up and growing, but when you get it up and growing and close that canopy, the sesame can really take off and just be a good growing crop for you. The benefit of sesame is that there are not a whole lot of diseases nor insects that even care to mess with sesame. It's a little bit of a challenging crop for them. Maybe they're unique to it and they're growing on it, and maybe they'll get here in the future. But as of right now, we don't have a lot of insecticides, we don't have a lot of fungicides labeled for sesame, but that's okay because most of the time we don't need them. We have very low pest pressure from both a disease and an insect standpoint for the sesame crop. The other thing that we see with sesame is that the benefit on double crop production is really high. It can be planted in that mid-June, late June, 1st of July, using Mother Nature to help mature out the crop, and can do very well where some of our other crops start to lose yield as soon as we get into the month of July. Sesame can still have the potential to do very well. So it's a great fit within the state. We have a great market through Sesico and a great seed supplier. So overall, it's a good fit as long as we can find those production management, or you're not worried about doing a little bit of trial and error, especially when it comes to weed management and harvesting, to make sure that you got a good crop.